Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. You know, in the last video, I discussed briefly how we are in a really neat place in our galaxy. We're in a position between the spiral arms where there's less activity and less dangers than if we were in the spiral arms themselves. Now, of course, there's billions of stars in the galaxy, and of course, there's billions of galaxies. But when you think about a species, even a species like us, where we are constantly expanding, and human beings have wanted to colonize further and further places on just our planet, and that would be very likely in space as well, because there's more resources and more knowledge accumulation. So you can imagine a technological civilization starting in a place like this, like ours, and then in time, here's a little bit of a zoom in, they could start at a spot like this, and they would send out these von Neumann type probes that could take the resources from a planet or planets or asteroids and rebuild themselves, and keep sending those out, and keep one at the location to learn and observe and wait for things to happen. And you can see just from one location how even if they just send out only two probes each, how quickly they would expand. In just 5 or 6 moves, they would be in thousands and thousands of solar systems. So you might think that a technological society, after it keeps growing and evolving, would colonize galaxies at this rate of expansion. But maybe not when you really think about it. Let's really think about it and look at it. As one of these species keeps growing and expanding, the technological societies are growing and expanding exponentially, not only in colonization and knowledge expansion and in their capabilities. And this rate of exponentially advancing is tremendous, almost unimaginably so. So we as humans are already integrating technology into and onto our bodies at a reasonably small colonization of a galaxy. I believe most, perhaps 95, 98% of these civilizations are most likely to go post-biological because of all of the advantages, immortality and experiencing through others and using others as avatars and the massive knowledge and all the different reasons. And this post-biological group may grow to even just a small point like this. And imagine all of these solar systems, millions and millions of solar systems. They may acquire enough knowledge for incomprehensible, unimaginable alternatives to continual expansion. Because after a certain point, you can certainly imagine how there would be diminishing returns. What would some of these alternatives potentially be? Well, they might be thinking of things like post-universe survival, or creating universes, or going post-physical. They might even get to this size, and already the initial civilization could have already gone post-physical, meaning it's not only post-biological and gone on digital, but then after that, it's got such a mastery of physics and such a mastery of all the laws of our universe that they can use energy itself to encode themselves into, and could exist like some of the things I've speculated and seen in astral projections. And then what would they want to do? Of course, billions of simulations, and it might come to a point of diminishing returns. What do you guys think? Much love. Hey, also please consider a donation to this channel. We never charge for any of our work, healings, readings, training, tips, and really depend on your donations. Very much. Much love, my friends.